Easy crypto income. Crypto tutorials.
Hi all, welcome back. I'm Spy. Today we'll be taking a look on mining with virtual private servers and if it makes any sense to actually rent, usually monthly, such servers to mine Bitcoin using CryptoTab browser or any other type of mining software. Spoiler alert, it doesn't make sense, it's not cost effective and you shouldn't do it. Anyway, first of all, let's take a look at what a virtual private server is. It's basically a virtual machine sold as a service by an internet hosting service. A VPS runs its own copy of an operating system and customers may have super user level access to that operating system instance, so they can install almost any software that runs on that OS. For many purposes, they are functionally equivalent to a dedicated physical server and being software defined are able to be much more easily created and configured. They are priced much lower than an equivalent physical server. However, as they share the underlying physical hardware with other VPSs, performance may be lower depending on the workload of any other executing virtual machines. What is a virtual CPU? A virtual CPU, vCPU, also known as a virtual processor, is a physical central processing unit that is assigned to a virtual machine. By default, virtual machines are allocated one vCPU each. If the physical host has multiple CPU cores at its disposal, however, then a CPU scheduler assigns execution contexts and the vCPU essentially becomes a series of time slots on logical processors. Now, I will start by showing you how much hashes I'm getting with CryptoTab browser on my own desktop PC. This is an i5 6600K overclocked to 4.1 GHz. I haven't enabled Cloud Boost times 10. None of the other virtual private servers will have the Cloud Boost enabled, so as to have fair results. Currently, it mines at full speed at around 2800 hashes per second. Okay, so this is for the i5 6600K overclocked at 4.1 GHz. So if I turn on obviously the Cloud Boost, it's just a multiplier by 10, so this will be 29,000, 28,000 depending on how many hashes it's mining every second. Anyway, let's put this a little bit lower. So, I have rented 3 different virtual private servers. They all run Windows Server, various editions, 2016 and 2019. The first VPS is a 4-core VPS machine, the second is a 6-core VPS machine, and the third one is an 8-core VPS machine. So let's take a look at the first VPS. As you can see, it's based on an EPIC 7282 16-core processor running at 2.79 GHz. This is the 4-core edition of the VPS. The mining speed at its maximum currently is around 680, 600 plus hashes per second. If I enable the Cloud Boost, that would be just a 0 at the very end, so that would be 6500 hashes per second. So it's pretty okay. Let's take a look at the second VPS. The second VPS is based on the Xeon CPU E5-2630V4 at 2.2 GHz. This is the 6-core VPS machine, currently mining at over 2000 hashes per second. Obviously, again, if I enable the Cloud Boost, it's just a multiplier of 10, so that would go to over 20,000 hashes per second. And finally, we have the 8-core VPS machine, again based on the Xeon E5-2630V4 at 2.2 GHz. Its full mining speed currently at over 1300 hashes per second. Once again, if I had enabled the Cloud Boost, that would be over 13,000 and now 14,000 hashes per second. So all these 3 VPS together cost me an estimated 75 to 80 euros per month, and this is because they all run the Windows Server Data Center Edition OS, which is very, very expensive. Had I not installed the Windows Server Edition but installed like Linux, it would be much cheaper at around, I'm guessing around 50 euros or something like that. 40, 50 euros. But having said that, as you can see, it's not very cost effective to mine with VPS machines. And basically it doesn't make sense. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of companies, they don't really like having their virtual private servers mining Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, to be quite honest. This was obviously just a test. This is just an experiment that I wanted to show you the differences between the hashes between a proper desktop PC and a virtual private server. As I said, the prices are quite high for the mining speed that we are getting, so it's much better to just stay on your own desktop PCs or small mining farms or ASIC miners, if you have any. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care and be safe.